Hello, Master Duel Central. How's it going, guys? So recently, I've been testing out the TRI-BRIGADE SCARECLAW deck. Now, this deck, for me, was a little hard to learn because I had never really played TRI-BRIGADE like that before, but I really liked SCARECLAW, so I did want to learn it. My ratios are a little bit different from what I've been seeing around. A lot of people have been playing 2 of the SCARECLAWs. Me personally, over time, after testing, I decided that just playing 1 of each is really good enough. This deck has been a lot of fun. Also, we're running this card, which I haven't seen many people run, the Cerberel. If this card is discarded to the grave, special summon it. There's a lot of ways to discard this card, and it's a tuner too, so you could go into Herald of the Arclight if you want to, or you can just use it as an extender to get into Appaloosa easier. So I do think it's a must play. It's a really interesting card. Now, I'm not going to take you to the card by card right now, just kind of giving you a little taste of the deck. So I'm going to take you through the combo for the Rescue Cat, and then I'm going to show you some replays, narrating as I show you what I do when I get more, TRI-BRIGADE type beat, and sometimes we get more SCARECLAW type beat. So yeah, let's just get into it. Alright, so I'm taking you guys to solo mode. The reason for that is because I'm already in Diamond 1, and people don't really have the patience for me when I already go full combo. If I start the game and I summon Rescue Cat, usually they'll just scoop it up because there's no reason really to watch me go full combo when we're both in Diamond 1. But yeah, here we go. So basically, when you have Rescue Cat, you definitely want to go for it because this is full combo for you. Our hand, otherwise, is just fine. The 2 Keras in hand is kind of weird, but it's going to do the job. So what we're going to special summon from deck is the Kit as well as the Balloon. So get the Kit out here, get the Balloon. And the first thing you want to do is go into Lightheart using your Balloon here. So using Balloon, we go into the one and only SCARECLAW Lightheart. Lightheart effect. We already have the Reichphobia, but this could be a good way to bait out an Ash if your opponent had one. Then you want to activate Reichphobia, and for this combo, what you want to do is you want to add the Visas Starfrost. So we add Starfrost right here, activate Starfrost effect, popping the Lightheart, and we get to special summon out the Visas Starfrost. Then you can use the effect of Lightheart in the grave to bring it back from the grave. What's cool about this is Visas Starfrost is a level 6 tuner, so later in the combo we'll be able to make a nice, beautiful Baronne de Fleur. So from here you want to go into Farragut, using your Kit as well as your Lightheart, just like that. Perfect. Farragut. Then you can go TRI-BRIGADE Kit effect. Now we already have Keras in hand, but I do want to show you the full combo as if we didn't. So we would send Nerval to the grave. Nerval effect. We're going to be adding to our hand the Fractal. Also, usually in this combo, you'll search out the Cerberel, but we already have it. So we're just going to kind of play as if we didn't have it, but I'll tell you when that comes up. So from here, you want to activate the effect of Farragut and special summon out from your hand the Fractal. Now you have a level 4, level 6 for Baronne, but first you want to activate Fractal effect, banishing 4 from the grave. So Fractal effect, banishing 4. So here it doesn't really matter what you get. I prefer getting these guys and leaving the Balloon in the grave for in case, we were to use a try-hard later. So we bring out the Shurag here. Obviously, you don't want to banish anything with your Shurag. So don't activate that effect because it can banish your own cards. And from here, basically, you could go into a Baronne right now. You don't really need to wait for it. You don't need to use the other effect of Fractal at all. So go into Baronne de Fleur. Very nice. Very nice. And from here, you can make yourself a Bearbrum using the Shurag as well as the Farragut. So using these two, make a Bearbrum. And then you can use the effect of Shurag and you can chain block it with the Farragut. So Farragut effect is going to... whoops, no, we don't want to negate with Baronne. Farragut effect is going to draw a card, then you return 1 card from your hand to your deck. Here it's really good. We got an Ash, so we can return the Keras here. And, okay, Shurag, usually with Shurag, you'll be searching the Cerberel, but we already had it, right? But it's fine, we'll just... what else are we going to get? Well, I mean, we could get, there's so many cards we could get here that would be good. Either Rescue Cat for follow-up next turn. We could get a Fractal, maybe. Honestly, looking at this stuff right here, I think I'm vibing with just getting a Rescue Cat as follow-up for later. So if you already have Cerberel, I guess you can do that, or you can really do whatever the fuck you want. But normally you'll be searching Cerberel with that Shurag effect. But anyway, enough of that. Activate the effect of Bearbrum. We can discard 2 cards from our hand, so we'll be discarding the Cerberel as well as... do I want to keep... Yeah, I mean, the Keras is not even part of this combo, so it's whatever. We'll just discard the Keras. And we're going to be special summoning out from the extra deck the Kit here. Perfect. Yes. And Serval is going to special summon itself out again. There we go. Perfect. Now we can activate Kit Effect, very important part. And you're going to be banishing 2 cards. So, I mean, here it just doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. So we'll just banish these 2. And we'll get ourselves the Ancient Warrior's Oath. Quick effect bounce, very, very strong. So now from here, we can make ourselves a beautiful Appaloosa. You could also make a Scareclaw Tryhard if you wanted to. I don't really see why you would, but you could. But here we're going to make a 3 negate Appaloosa, and that's really, really strong here. So we're going to use this as 2 materials. Perfect, perfect. Make an Appaloosa. Now from here, I think we're going to be activating, well, we activate Beer Brum, right? We're going to search out a Revolt and return a card from our hand to the deck. And the card we're going to be returning is probably this one, because we can just get another off of Rescue Cat once that summons a Scareclaw from the deck. So here we set Revolt, and there we go. So we have an Omni Negate, 3 Monster Negates, a Warrior's Oath, which is really great in this deck because it's going to send itself to the grave to bounce a card, and then you have 4 spaces empty, so you can activate Revolt and summon out Shirag, banish a card, and get a bunch of searches. So this is really, really powerful. Adding a Baronne de Fleur to your field thanks to the Scareclaw engine is really, really strong. So honestly, I think this might be the best way to play Scareclaw right now. And probably the best way to play TRI-BRIGADE too, although that's probably questionable. Alright, now this game here is goofy as shit. I'm going to tell you, one of the goofiest games ever. Just saying, one of the goofiest games ever. So if this is what I think it is, I think it's the Dinomorphia duel, and oh my god, guys, it's so goofy. Alright, so let's go. We're going to summon out Rykard here, since our hand is very Scareclaw focused. Rykard, we're going to search a trap since we already have a rival. Go into Scareclaw Lightheart. We're going to activate the Ryke planet, whatever. Search out Acro special summon. Then we're going to activate a rival, special out the Rykard. With all 3, we can make ourselves a Tryhard. So we've got Tryhard with Clash for the Omni Negate. And we bring back the Acro, get the Astra, special summon out the Astra. And that's basically it. You know, we went like the basic Scareclaw Tryhard line. In draw phase, we activate Clash in case we need our Omni Negate. They're going to go Diplo. We're going to Ash the Diplos. And they're going to just set a bunch of cards and pass turn. And I'm telling you guys, this game is just the most goofy of games. So we go for Ryke Phobia effect. Then they're going to chain Brute. Then we're going to chain our Clash. Then they chain Domain. Then we chain Ash. Then they chain Strike. So they get to summon out their Kentrigina. Obviously, we change it to defense position with the Tryhard. We go for the Feather Duster. They halve their attack again. I mean, their life points. Now there are 250 life points. Make ourselves a Lightheart. Activate Tryhard. They're going to recall our Tryhard, try to destroy it, but we can banish the Arrival. We draw into a Called by the Grave thanks to their recall. We make another Tryhard just because it's not a hard once per turn, so we can summon out a monster from the grave to get piercing damage. Summon out the Balone, that's the one that gives piercing. But they're going to activate the effect of Kentrigina, banishing a trap from the grave to pop both a Dinomorphia as well as a card we control. We go Call by to negate the Diplos, go to battle phase, get rid of the Kentrigina. Kentrigina triggers, special summoning out the Theresia. Theresia is going to set Brute from the deck, and yeah, that's going to be it for us. Now they go on to their own turn, set a card, and pass turn. I don't know why they didn't use their Brute here, but they use it in our draw phase. They're down to 63 life points, and this is where shit gets real goofy. We're going to activate a Max C here when they activate their Theresia to summon out Diplos. We draw into another Max C. Ain't that just the greatest? Now we're going to set ourselves a Revolt. Activate. We set our Max C so that there's 3 defense position monsters on the field so that we can pop their trap with Primitive Planet Ryke Phobia. Then we get to draw into our Nibiru, very useful in this matchup. Going to pop the Diplos. They're going to get to banish a trap from their graves. First summon out the Theresia. Theresia is going to set a Domain from the deck. Then we're going to tribute over 2 monsters just so we have space to activate Revolt and summon 4 so we can go Shirag. I was really hoping to close it out in this turn here. So Shirag, special summons. We activate the effect of Shirag, banishing the trap card here. Go to battle. And I just didn't think properly. I forgot that after we pop Theresia, Theresia would summon out the Diplos. I completely forgot about that effect, so that was a misplay on my part. Then from here, we lose 500 life points. Not really a big deal. We get rid of the Diplos, and it's our opponent's turn. They're going to be setting, I think, 2 cards in passing. So our turn, we draw into Tenki, really good. Activate Tenki, get ourselves a Fractal, and we activate Fractal effect. And they're going to chain Gravedigger's Trap Hole. So we take 2,000 damage. Try to go to battle. Attack with the Nibiru. They have Ferret Flames. So we go, okay, it is what it is. So top decking war now. Our opponent top decks, sets a card. Guess what it is. Just guess what it is. We're going to normal summon our Cerebral, and guess what? Another Ferret Flames. So it's back to us, you know, gets bounced into the deck. It is what it is. They draw a card, and they do nothing. Pass turn to us. We draw into Nerval, normal Nerval. We activate the effect of Nerval to bait their Imperm, and it really was Imperm. Pretty good, pretty good. So now we're going to go into an Almirage effect. Nerval effect in the grave. Get a Fractal effect. Send the Kit, send the Nerval. I'm just trying to thin my deck out, try to get some bodies on the field here to close it out. So they're going to set a monster, and this is where we end it all. We get our Rescue Cat effect, summon out the Kit as well as the Cerebral. Pop the card with our Reich card here, Reichphobia, I mean. And then going to summon out Teresia, set a domain. Then we're going to link into Baron Blossom. Then the effect of Kit is going to trigger. We can send another Nerval to the grave. Nerval, add Keras. Then we can use the Ferjit to summon out the Keras. Then we use the effect of Keras to special summon out the Oath. Oath is going to send the Almirage to the grave so that we can finally hit for game here. So yeah, pretty goofy stuff. But, you know, I guess it kind of shows that the deck can play through many, many, many interruptions and keep going, because that was a lot of interruptions. But that was just a goofy-ass game in general. All right, so for the last one here, I do want to give you guys a bit of live gameplay. I know those replays were real goofy, and solo mode is pretty goofy too. So let's just get into a game here, give you some on-field experience in Diamond 1, show you how the deck performs in a real match here. All right, so it seems like our hand is very, very Tri-Brigade focused. We do have the Reichphobia though, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go Reichphobia first, try to bait out an Ash since our hand is so Tri-Brigade focused. And yes, it worked. Perfect. You love to see it. So now they won't be able to Ash the Fractal. That's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted it to do. So from here we can just go Fractal and do Tri-Brigade things. Sometimes it happens, you know, sometimes you're just going to stick to one of the engines. And I would say if you're only sticking to one, your deck definitely wants to go with the Tri-Brigades. So from the deck to the grave, we're going to be sending a Kit. Then Kit effect, obviously, you're going to be sending a Nerval. So send a Nerval. With the Nerval, you're going to search out the Keras. So let's get our Keras here to our hand. Perfect. Now we can activate the effect of Keras. And we're probably going to send the Fractal. I mean, I'm not even sure here. Maybe Nerval is... No, I actually think Fractal is better. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to send the Fractal. Summon out the one and only Keras. Then we can use the effect of Keras. And in this situation, which one do we want to do? I'm going to go 4 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. Summon out a Shurag. Yep. Now this might look goofy. It might look goofy. It might look goofy. We're not going to use that. Thank you very much. Now we're going to go Beerbrum. Go Beerbrum. Using these two here. Perfect. Go Beerbrum. Then we can go Shurag effect. Add a beast to our hand. We're going to add the Cerebral. And this will basically allow us to go Appaloosa on top of a Revolt, which is like your basic stuff, right? So we go Beerbrum effect, discarding 2. We definitely want to keep the Maxi in hand. Actually, we won't get to keep the Maxi anyway because we're going to have to shuffle it back in the deck for the Revolt, but it is what it is. So the card we target does not really matter here, but I think we're going to go for a Kit. But it really doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. So 1, and then you get your Cerebral effect. Since it was discarded, it special summons itself. So there we go, 1, 2. Oh, we could go actually Kit. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, let's banish 2 with Kit. At least get ourselves that quick effect bounce on top of it, right? At least get ourselves that quick effect bounce. So I guess we'll banish these 2. Doesn't really matter which one we banish here. And we get ourselves a quick effect bounce on top of it all. Why not? Why the hell not? Then we can make an Appaloosa using 1, 2, 3, 4 materials. But it's really just a 3 material Appaloosa. It's going to have 3 negates. Pretty good. So hey, quick effect bounce. 3 monster negates. And we get our Beerbrum effect to get a Revolt. So Revolt here. And we're going to have to shuffle back the Maxi. Unfortunately. You know, it's still a pretty good board here. Pretty damn good board. Let's pass turn. Let's see what our opponent has in store for us. Here Here they have 54 cards in deck, so I'm guessing they want to resolve maybe a monster gate or something. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, we're going to have to obviously negate that. We're going to use the effect of Appaloosa. Definitely. This is an interesting one, actually. I feel like our board is not too terrible to deal with this. Dealing with Eldritch here is pretty doable. Because if they set a card and summon out Eldritch, we can go Ancient Warrior's Oath to get the Eldritch back in hand. Or we could even go Shurag and just banish that Eldritch straight up. Our opponent must be in real deep thinking here. I don't actually think they can win. I think this just completely slaps Eldritch. I don't think they can do anything. Okay. White Destiny is pretty good. Pretty good. Fine with me. No problem. No problem there. Oh, and they're just summoning the Eldritch out of the grave here. Interesting. So they don't want to use it. I'll just turn this on here. So they want to go to battle phase. Oh, I see. I see. And this summons in defense. So they might be going for a Ballard Rock here, which would be kind of weird. That's a weird one. I think we're actually going to Warrior's Oath back the Eldritch here. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Oh, we could send this one too instead. Yeah, let's do that. That's pretty good. Get to keep our Warrior's Oath for later. That's really good. Yeah, I think we're going to just bounce that Eldritch so that they have to summon Eldritch in defense position. We don't really care about that. Alright. They already used the hand effect of Eldritch too, so it's not like they get to do that again. So from here, they can... Okay, so they're going to go for that. That's pretty good. It's not bad. But if they're about to go to end phase, we can just banish that trap card with the Shurag in end phase. Can you choose your card, sir? We already know you want to get Conquistador. And you already know it's not going to work.
5 hours later.
Okay, 5 hours later. Thanks, man. Conquistador, as I expected. And what else do you have in store? Do you have any other sets here? We know you have one Eldritch in hand, right? And yeah, because you had to summon that other one from the deck here. Okay. Oh, in end phase, we're going to activate Revolt. Faux show. Now, actually, instead of banishing the trap card, we might want to just banish the Eldritch. Seems kind of good. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So let's go Fractal for sure. Definitely want a Fractal. Okay, so we have to choose one by one. Fractal. We want a Kit. Faux show. And then the other ones don't really matter. I guess we can get some cards out of our banished pile here. 1, 2, 3. This one's useless. Let's just get a bunch of cards out of our banished pile, I guess. Yeah. Let's do that. So, 1, 2. Yep. 3. And 4. Perfect. Now we can go into Shurag using all 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just going to get a bunch of cards to our hand here. Well, not a bunch, but we're just going to get our engine going, basically. Yeah, let's just banish that Eldritch. We're going to go Chainlink 1, Shurag effect. Then Chainlink 2, Nerval. And Chainlink 3 to chain block everything. We're going to go Kit. Kit is the best card to use to chain block everything because you don't really care if Kit goes through or not. You really don't care. Hey, there it goes. Bodying Eldritch in Diamond 1. I think that's a pretty good showcase for the TRI-BRIGADE side of the engine. And also, it's kind of good to show you what you have to do if you don't get your Rescue Cat combo. So, 2 birds, 1 stone right there. That's going to be it for the games. Let's get to the card by card. All right, so here it is. I think this deck is really, really solid and really fun to play too. For the card by card here, I'm running 3 Nerval, 1 copy of the Fabled Cerebral, triple Maxi, double TRI-BRIGADE Kerass, triple Kit, triple Ash Blossom, 1 copy of Astra, 1 copy of Balone, 1 Acro, triple Rescue Cat. This is your OG. This is your full combo. Your little baby, your little kitty. It's really cute. It's really cute. 2 copies of Fractal, 1 copy of Reinhardt, 1 copy of Starfrost. These cards are really good, but the thing is, like, they're not beasts, right? So they're warriors, so they don't really work with the TRI-BRIGADE stuff. So, you know, they're good, but you don't really want to draw them. You usually want to get them off of your Lightheart. Anyway, we got the Nibiru here, especially for the Cross-Out Designator. 1 copy of Harpy's Feather Duster, because there can only be one. Completely shuts off this deck. 1 copy of Arrival, 2 copies of Reichphobia, 2 copies of Tenki, 2 copies of Called by the Grave, 1 Cross-Out Designator, triple Impermanence, Revolt, and 1 Clash. For the extra, we're playing 1 Herald of the Arclight, 1 Baron de Fleur, 1 Almirage, double Lightheart, 1 copy of Warrior's Oath, 1 copy of Farragut, 1 copy of Beerbrum, 1 copy of the Desperate Doom Eagle here. This card is pretty useful in different matchups, like it can stop Branded in red, for instance, or even sometimes it can just kind of interrupt branded plays. It can also stop Eldritch from doing funny, goofy things sometimes. So it's not like the most amazing card right now, but it's still really good to have that access to like a quick effect banish from your opponent's grave. So I like having it as a toolbox card. 1 copy of Rugal, 1 copy of Triheart, 1 copy of Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess, 1 Access Code Tucker, and double Shurag. You can also play double Triheart and just let go of the Rugal, since Rugal doesn't come up that often, so that's up to you. I kind of like this ratio right now, but I might end up changing it to 2 Tryhard over time. But yeah, that's a deck list. I think it's really sick. Thank you for checking out the video. I hope you like the deck. I hope you try it out if you already have the cards or if you wanted to build it. And that's going to be it for me. Huge shout out to my UCT tier members, Raptor, Bongerman for 20, Dad Dude Joey, Huda Man Me, Ritos, and Brett Webster, as well as everyone supporting in the Mist tier, Baby tier, and over on Twitch, as well as you who's liking, commenting, subscribing, doing all that good stuff. And that's it for me. Peace.